Let's now shift our attention to the other big story that we are tracking on WION at this hour. The legal woes do not seem to be ending for Donald Trump anytime soon. The former American president is eyeing for a second bid at the White House. He's currently the leading candidate for the Republican Party for the 2024 elections. But there remain quite a few stumbling blocks. The date for the beginning of Donald Trump's trial in the classified documents case has now been announced. The trial for the mishandling of the secret documents will begin in the month of May next year. Remember, next year is going to be an election year. It's crucial for the American people. So the date, of course, will coincide with the end of the primary campaigns for both the parties. Now, this is the time that parties would have, of course, picked out their final candidates and presidential campaigns would be picking up speed. Now, Trump, as a criminal defendant, will be required to be present during the proceedings, and these could, of course, last for weeks, if not months. Prosecutors had asked for the trial to begin in the month of December this year, while Trump's attorney had requested for the trial to begin after November elections of 2024. However, the district court chose a middle path. They settled for the month of May next year, and Donald Trump has now been indicted twice, first in the classified documents case and second in the hush money payments case, and Trump has pleaded not guilty in both of these cases. But let's in fact break down the cases for you. In the classified documents case, the former American president has been charged with 37 criminal counts. He's been accused of illegally taking away government records when he left the White House in 2021 and for lying when the government had tried to recover those documents. Now, Trump kept the national security documents at his Mar-a-Lago home in Florida. These included records from Pentagon, the CIA, and the National Security Agency. And such counts can in fact lead to imprisonment of up to 10 to 20 years. In addition, Trump has also faced several felony counts in the hush money payments case. He's facing charges for falsifying business records while making a payment to a porn star, Stormy Daniels. And this was to buy her silence before the 2016 election about a sexual encounter. But this is not it. A third indictment is also looming over Donald Trump's head. And this is in relation to his alleged role in attempting to overturn the 2020 presidential election verdict. Now, Trump is the first former president ever to be indicted. How will the increasing legal trouble impact his chances for the presidency is the question that a lot of American people would, of course, have on the back of their minds. And to give us more insights into this, we're being joined in by our correspondent Susan Tehrani, who's joining us live from New York. Susan, so this is a crucial date. It is being said that the trial for Donald Trump will begin in the month of May next year. 2024 is the election year in the United States of America. What bearing will a trial that starts in the month of May have on the presidential elections that are slated to be held in November 2024?
Yeah, as you rightly mentioned, it's right after the primary season on the one hand, which means about 2 months before the Republican National Convention and the official start of general elections. And considering the fact that this trial is not going to be only one day, it will take several weeks. So it will really go into President Trump's campaigning. We'll see how that will interact with his schedule. But we saw Judge Eileen Cannon really take the middle ground, not accepting the December date the prosecutors wanted, but also not waiting until after the presidential elections as Donald Trump wanted. Donald Trump's lawyers have made no secret that they hope and they're trying to push back this date as much as possible to at least closer to after the elections, because should Donald Trump or let's say another Republican gain the seat of the White House and go in the Oval Office, then they could, or he could, pardon himself.
Absolutely indeed, Susan. Thank you very much indeed for joining us and getting us all those details then. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.